What's going on? GeoFlux here. And I've probably been like one of the worst trans men when it comes to documenting facial hair growth. I didn't really document it. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't one to be like, here's me on T one day. Here's me on T 2 weeks. Here's me on T 2.5 weeks. Like, I didn't do that. And no shade, no disrespect. Like, I admire those who did, because it's amazing that you have a fucking timeline to look back at, because you actually like focused in on like documenting your transition, your process, your second puberty, living your truths. So I didn't like focus on that all the way. Instead, I just took pictures. I would post when I wanted to post. I would make videos when I wanted to make videos. So with that being said, I didn't really do like a thing. Now, if you follow me on TikTok, which I need to be more consistent. I also need to be more consistent on Bigo. I need to be more consistent on a lot of things. But I'm doing better, y'all. Right? I'm doing better. I've been making videos, making sure there's a video every week. At least I try. You feel me? But anyways, this is what my facial hair looks like. See, I still have acne. You see what I'm saying? I still have acne. But my acne is not as bad as it used to be. I always forget that I have hair here. But yeah. Kind of weird. But my acne isn't as bad as it used to be. But it's still there. So I've been on gender affirming hormone therapy, testosterone, since July 10th, 2019. It is April 2022. So it's been almost 3 years. Okay. And I've said this before, when it comes to facial hair for trans men, for cis men, for whoever, it's all about genetics. It really is. Genetics play a huge factor. Hold on. Have to spark this one up again. Sparkity, sparkity, spark. Intermission. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, so that was a brief intermission. Now back to your original scheduled programming. So genetics play a major role. So like, you look at your father, or you look at your mother's father. You look at your father, or you look at your mother's father, to determine what type of facial hair you're going to have, what type of body hair, if you're going to have a receding hairline. All of those things come into play. And for me, I've been on T, like I said, for a little 2.5 years, almost 3 years, and this is my hairline. My hairline hasn't really changed. And I will be 30 in October. But my grandfather had a head full of hair. My great grandfather had a head full of hair. And they all had facial hair, all had beards, mustaches, were hairy. My sperm donor, hairy. You know what I mean? So, looking back, I kind of knew, like, okay, there was a big possibility that I would have facial hair, which I already had facial hair before gender affirming hormone therapy, because I had like peach fuzz, little hairs growing down here, straight up little mini mustache. And at the time, I was cosplaying as a cishet woman, and that wasn't seen as, appropriate for cishet women, so I would always shave anyways. So a part of me kind of already knew, like, yeah, you're probably, you may have the potential of having a facial hair, if not a beard. And lo and behold, I will say it is gender affirming for me looking at myself and seeing the whiskers and like the facial hair. It is kind of wild, and I never thought I would get to this point in my life or be able to live and see this happen and witness this happen and go through this. So it's a privilege, it's a blessing, and I'm thankful and I'm grateful. But I'm hairy as hell. I have a lot of ass hair. And like my legs are hairy. So like my ass, my thighs, my legs, my arms are even getting more hairier. And then like my nose hair, oh my God. It's like it'll curl out, so I have to really get one of those like things that just kind of trim it up, because you don't want it like curling out and coming out. It's really wild. But I like my hairy thighs and legs though. And to be honest, I like my hairy ass. I don't care. I like it. So anyways, I just want to give a little update. And that's that. Genetics. Time, genetics. Oh, and I also want to say, like, I was on 0.5 ml/cc, whatever, once a week, all the way up until October of 2021. Then it went to 0.7, and I've been on 0.7 ever since. And I already had facial hair previously. Like, I had a beard last year. So, like, what I will say is, since being on the increased dose of testosterone, I feel like my facial hair has gotten fuller. It's like my beard like got much fuller, and this shit is thick. Yeah, and you still have like spots where it's still growing in at. This side by far is definitely the weaker side. See, like, it's still growing in. Meanwhile, this side is all like, it's almost all the way in. I have this part here that needs to come in. But this side is definitely the weaker side. But other than that, and then like these just started coming down and shit. So I'm like, but I ain't even gonna lie to you, a part of me wants to shave this completely off and just have my mustache and maybe keep my goatee. But then I know when I shave, I end up with that ugly ass 5 o'clock shadow, and then it grows back, and then you're just like, you have to keep upkeep. And like, even with my hair, like, if y'all remember last year, I had a fade. I didn't mean for this shit to grow back. I just stopped I wasn't getting my top cut, because at first I was trying to woof so my waves would come in even more, and then my hair just grew back. So that's why I'm like, yeah, the upkeep of your facial hair is just like your head. The same amount of time you're going to get haircuts, you need to be thinking, okay, do I need to trim this? Do I need to get this lined up? Because, like, right now, I need a lineup because I got hair growing up here. And see, I get acne wherever my hair grows. See? That's hair. And then there go the acne. And I hate that. It don't look as bad, but that's because I had got it lined up, like, 3 weeks ago. And I need to get... Hell, it might been... Did I get it lined? I don't know. Shit. No, it's been a minute because you can see all of this shit here. It was not here. So, let me get... I see, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you have to do upkeep. And, like, nobody talks about that. Like, this is grooming. This shit takes work. This takes time. This takes money, too. Like, when you paying that, you paying somebody else to do it. And, I mean, and they have you looking good as hell. Like, I know when I get my hair cut Saturday... And I'm trying to debate, should I cut my hair off again or should I wait till it gets a little warmer? Because until it gets into the 60s, 70s on a consistent basis, I'm not trying to cut my hair. Because last year, I did the fade in February and I was cold as hell. The back of my whole head was cold. And see, I know it's time to get a haircut when my hair is like that. Should not be that long in the back. That shit is crazy. And I don't be meaning to let it do that, but it do that. So, but that's that. I mean, I think I look pretty good with a beard, you know. I like it in the sense that it makes me look older, but I still get carded all the time, even with a beard. And I'm just like... Or they'll be like, well, can you take your mask off? And I'm just like, okay. I'm about to be 30. And I have facial hair. You know, I thought it would make me look older. But apparently, everyone doesn't see it that way. But I do want to cut it off. I'm not even going to lie. I'm kind of... over it. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's a lot of upkeep and I don't really care for all of that. I mean, damn. You know, I gotta wake up, I like to wash my face, comb it out so it's not matted, moisturize it so it's not all dry and brittle. You know, then you gotta, like I said, every time you get a haircut, you basically need to go on and line your beard up at the same time. You might as well. You feel me? And that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. I don't even like getting my hair cut. I have to remind myself to get my hair cut. Like, I have to remind myself to self-care. So it's been 3 weeks because I didn't go when I was supposed to go. So, as you can see, like, this part here just started coming in like that. I be noticing my shit just be doing its own thing. And see, you can see this is still growing in. Look at that. It's still growing in because that's all baby hair that just came in. My shit is still growing in. That is crazy. But that's what I mean by it be wild. But anyways, that's my update on my facial hair. And again, y'all, it's about time and genetics. Genetics and time. Do not compare and contrast. Don't be, oh, well, such and such was on T for 6 months and already had a beard. Or such and such was on T for 5 years and don't have no facial hair. It's really about genetics and time. But genetics plays a huge role. Everybody's not going to have facial hair. Everyone's not going to have the same type of facial hair. Everyone's, some people, like my uncle. My uncle has a mustache and a goatee, but he can't grow a beard. His beard will not come all the way in. Because even though his daddy, my papa, my mother's father, had facial hair, had a full head of hair beard, mustache, the whole 9 yards. But my granny's daddy didn't have facial hair like that either, and was pretty much bald. You feel me? So that plays a huge role in that. I think, and it's kind of wild because I'd be like, wow, I really have facial hair, and this shit is crazy to me. That I finally get to look in the mirror and be happy about what I'm seeing, So it is gender affirming. But again, you don't have to have facial hair to affirm your gender. You don't have to have a beard to affirm your gender. You feel me? So, because like I said, I'm ready to shave. Only thing that I don't like about shaving is the fact that, again, I get after shadow or 5 o'clock shadows, and then like it look good for like a day. Like it depend on how you do it. Like if you do a straight edge blade, like it's so smooth and soft. But then over time, and when I say time, like within a week's time, I will have like a stubble. And I don't like that. Because, like, you basically know if you're going to do the straight edge, you're going to have to do that all the time. Like, you're probably going to have to do a cleanup at least once a week because you don't want that stubble to come in. And then, like I said, then it's, it's just a lot. It's a lot. And it's a lot of shit that people don't really tell you about when it comes to having facial hair. And I just be like, y'all could have warned a brother. Like, I'm sitting up here, and that's another thing. When you eating food, you be having food all in your damn beard. You need to be mindful. But anyways, and to see, I think that's another reason why some men, I feel like that's the reason why some of us don't shave and we just grow in the beard. Because you get tired of that upkeep shit. So after a while, I don't know. Because obviously, you just let it grow. Because you don't have to have facial hair. You know what I mean? Like I said, I could shave this, but I want to, but I don't want to be doing the straight edge. Like, that's something I would have to do weekly if I wanted it to stay smooth and presentable. You know what I mean? So, but it make that face look, to me it hugs the face. It make you look, it also make you look bigger. And I like that for myself because I'm like, don't laugh, but like I'm a rather smaller person. So I like the fact that it makes me look fuller. Like I have weight, like I have, you know what I mean? Because when you see me in person, but that's why I've been going to the gym. Okay? I've been going, and I've been lifting, and I've been hitting the push-ups and stuff. I'm really trying, but it's a lot of work. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's a lot of work. But anyways, I like the beard in that sense. But now that it's about to be summer, I'm not even finna lie to you. I'm ready to just, and like I said, just had the mustache and the goatee. I just know that I don't want to do the straight edge every single week. And then, like, you want to make sure you get some good aftershave, and you want to really make sure you moisturize your skin, because that should be, do you hear me? But anyways, this got long, but that's the thing. But I do have like a beard timeline of pictures, if that makes any sense, from like from last year to current on my TikTok. I'm out.